Hello everyone, this is World Exposure. I think it comes as a surprise to no one that Barack Obama is now standing behind Planned Parenthood ever since the House of Representatives has voted to cut off federal funding to them entirely. Barack Obama said in an interview with NBC 12 of Richmond, Virginia, that he thinks that these issues get manufactured and that they get a lot of attention in the blogosphere. Now, Barack Obama concludes by saying, my bottom line is this. I think that Planned Parenthood in the past has done good work. If there was a specific problem at this center, it should be addressed, but we shouldn't get so distracted with some of these issues. So now I don't get it. Is Barack Obama saying we shouldn't get distracted with Planned Parenthood using federal funds to aid and abet prostitution and sex traffickers trafficking 14-year-old girls? Is Barack Obama insane? Or maybe he just doesn't want people to know about it. Abby Johnson, a former director of Planned Parenthood Clinic and author of the book Unplanned, says that this kind of thing actually does go on in Planned Parenthood clinics. So, how are we just supposed to ignore this kind of crime? The president of Planned Parenthood's Virginia chapter says that the outcome of this vote is radically out of step with mainstream American values. She also says that it is out of line with issues voters want Congress to focus on. First of all, I think that the main focus right now is that people want Congress to cut spending as much as they possibly can and try not to escalate the amount of debt we are in any further. So how is the issue of defunding something like Planned Parenthood not in line with the issues we want Congress to focus on? And how is defunding an organization that aids and abets this kind of crime not in line with mainstream American values? Have American values really been reduced that much that we would find funding this kind of illegal activity to be acceptable? The only people Planned Parenthood can blame is the people with Planned Parenthood. They brought all of this upon themselves and they were acting themselves in those videos. Now, the Hyde Amendment that was passed in 1976, 3 years after Roe v. Wade, by the House of Representatives, was a provision to Roe v. Wade that prohibits the use of any federal funds to pay for abortions. The following year, they did add in some language that would still allow funded abortions for women who were raped or had their lives endangered, but the language written in for these kind of circumstances has changed from year to year. Anyway, the percentage of women getting abortions for rape is 0.5%. The percentage of women getting abortions for health risk is 3%. And as you can see here, the abortion rate at Planned Parenthood goes up with the amount of federal funding that they receive. They receive about $360 million a year and perform over 300,000 abortions during that year. These numbers are not conclusive with the statistics of women getting abortions because of hard cases such as rape or health risk. Only 4% of women get abortions because of health risk. 3% of women get abortions because the baby might have health risks. Only 0.5% of women get abortions because of rape. And 93% of abortions are because of social reasons, such as she feels unready for the child. She feels she can't afford a baby. She has all the children she wants. Relationship problems. She feels she's not mature enough. Interference with education or career plans. Her parents or partner want her to have an abortion or other reasons. Pro-choicers claim that the percentage of abortions at Planned Parenthood is low with respect to the rest of their services. And that might be true or not, I'm not sure. But the number of abortions that they carry out is high. And certainly too high for the statistics for hard cases. And I think that is even more disturbing that not only have we been funding this organization, but we are unlawfully escalating the abortion rate in America by doing so. A 2010 Gallup poll shows that 47% of Americans are pro-life, while 45% are pro-choice. Now, yes, I know these numbers are close, but another Gallup poll states that 50% of Americans feel that abortion is morally wrong, while only 38% feel that is morally acceptable. If you are pro-choice, then I think it's safe for me to tell you that the choice of most Americans would be to defund Planned Parenthood.